Howdy folks, Jay Boone down here, Emerald City Guitars in lovely downtown Seattle on a bright, sunny winter day. So here I am with our pick of the day, and you're looking at a very rare tweed case for a 1950 Broadcaster. So there's a great story with this guitar when it came into my shop about 5 years ago. It was brought in by the original owner whose father had bought it for him in South Dakota when he was 12 years old, and he kept it all those years. Didn't play it for many years once he got over the initial like, wow, I'm a guitar player. But what a beautiful piece. He walked in and we authenticated the thing, and we ended up bringing it into our shop at that time. And it quickly sold to a collector out in Kansas up till the point where it came back to our shop, where he sent it back to me and decided to part with this thing, and here it is. So this has been in the shop for a little bit, and we've actually talked about this guitar before, but I just kind of wanted to bring it back into the forefront because it's a wonderful guitar to have in our shop in the showcase, but a guitar like this is so rare and so beautiful that I just wanted to revisit it and have our friend Aaron Hiebert, who's a wonderful player, plug this thing in and kind of let you hear what a good player sounds like on this guitar. So yeah, in 1950, they introduced this instrument, and it was Fender's first commercially marketed solid body electric guitar. And they made a little over 200 of these, so the story goes. It was called, of course, the Fender Broadcaster, which Leo found out later. The name was indeed owned by Gretsch, and that he would have to cease using it on his electric guitar. Shortly after that, Leo clipped off Broadcaster on his logos, and you know, the rest is history. This guitar, like many of the Broadcasters I've had in my shop, are fairly heavy guitars for the most part. I've ran into a couple light ones. This one weighs in at 8 pounds, 8 ounces, so a nice chunk of ash there. It has the standard setup still on the pickup configuration. When I got this guitar in from the original owner, one thing I did notice about it at the time, two of the tuning gears had been changed on it, and he told me that he had broken 2 gears on this thing. They didn't function, so he took it in a shop and they put 2 new gears on it. When I sold it to the collector in Kansas, he took all of them off and put these repros on there. They're great tuners. This guitar stays in tune, amazing. And he did not have to compromise any of the holes or routes or anything, no monkey business going on there. I haven't been able to get those 4 original tuners back from him. He's somehow misplaced them, so I'm still hoping that we can get 4 of them, because they're kind of hard to find, those tuners, and it'd be really cool to have those 4, so perhaps we could find a couple more and round that out. But for the time being, nice looking tuners on there, tunes great. Other than that, everything across the board, including the frets, the wiring, pick guard, everything is stock on this guitar, including your ashtray, and of course, like I mentioned before, this really rare tweed case. And I also got it at the time when he brought it in. He had this cool leather strap in there. He didn't get that when he bought the guitar. He said he bought it a few years later, but really neat strap to go along with it. The neck on this guitar is what you'd expect. It's a fairly chunky neck, which I really dig. Most of the Tellys I own have that nice chunky neck. Just all around an amazing collectible guitar, and quite hard to find these. At one time, we had 3 Broadcasters in our shop. 2 of them were refinished and have since been sold. But this guy here, this is the real deal if you're a serious Fender collector and want what I believe is probably one of the cleanest Broadcasters on the planet. Then this one may be the one for you. Today I'm gonna have Aaron play through this really great old 66 Fender Deluxe Reverb. It's gonna sound very authentic, very spanky with this guitar. So without further delay, I'm gonna turn this over to Aaron Hiebert, and he's gonna wow you with his guitar skills. So there you have it, folks. That's my pick of the day. An original near mint 1950 Fender Broadcaster being played through a 1966 Fender Deluxe Reverb. Match made in heaven. That's my pick of the day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching our videos, you guys. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.